Team bus earlier on, anxious to get down to business with this road battle looming. Hi everyone, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Underneath in the post, it's Gordon and Jokic. Sharing the wing spots, it's Caldwell Pope and Porter, and it's Murray in at the point. And for Minnesota, the wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniel. The two towering figures inside for him, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at point guard. Well, how long does all of your off-season rest usually last you at the start of the regular season? Like when do you start to really feel the games again?
You know, the fatigue comes at you fast, Kevin. So that rested feeling only lasts about a couple weeks. Nothing wears you out like playing NBA ball.
So the Nuggets win the tip. Now Murray. Gordon with a screen on Conley. Murray kicks to Gordon. Pass to Caldwell Pope. 6 to shoot. Murray for 3. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, Murray there dialing 1 before that shot. Different area code.
Conley against Murray. Towns in the corner. Fires the 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Murray. His last outing, he had 18 points. Pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Edwards passes to Gobert. Over Jokic. He sinks the 11-footer.
Catching them by surprise. It's not often Gobert strikes from any kind of range.
After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
Now here's Edwards, coming off 31 points last game. Here's Conley. Rebound by the Nuggets.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Now, here's Jokic. He had 27 points last game.
Now, with KCP's improved scoring, defenders are taking note of him and leaving his teammates wide open.
Murray against Conley. Left side, Edwards. Back to Conley. There's the pass to McDaniels. And that one drops for him.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Murray against Conley. Murray, good. Murray's got 5 now.
Murray fearless on that drive right there, not worried at all about the contact.
Passes it to Towns. The tray, and another 3 for Minnesota.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Jokic, that one drops for him. Jokic has got his second basket of the game.
And the concentration from Jokic, spectacular, just shrugging off that contact.
Conley sets a screen for Edwards. To the paint, here's Towns. The shot, no good. Gordon with the defensive effort. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Back to Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Wait a minute. Jokic has got some vertical, too? Wow.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Now when Aaron Gordon keeps it simple, he is a forced Brent out on the floor.
And he's learned that's when he's at his best. Earlier in his career, he could try and do everything on the floor and sometimes get himself into trouble. Now it's about not forcing anything and letting the game come to him.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Shake Milton in for Mike Conley. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Anderson outside. Outside, Towns. Drills the three-pointer. Towns has got 9. For Denver, they've gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Pass to Tyson. Here's Strother, defended by Anderson. It's good.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And it's Anderson with the ball for Minnesota. Trailing by 2. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, they really had a breakdown, I thought, in that third quarter. Just got a little too lax, didn't take care of the basketball. And going from being in total control to handing it over like they did, never a good feeling.
And so here's Denver after the basket by Minnesota. Pass to Najee. Here's Murray up on top, defended by Milton. 5 to shoot. Here's Strother. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Milton for Murray, and again it's Minnesota. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Minnesota Timberwolves. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Reggie Jackson. It's Najee in at the 4 slot. Traps in the tray. Well, one thing I miss about this era, the emphasis on scoring back to the basket. You just don't see it as often.
Well, you miss it, Kevin, because that's the only way you knew how to score.
Yeah, right.
So, no, it's not the most efficient shot. And trust me, when players come back in who can physically dominate the game and move players around, they'll get the ball close to the basket. But for now, let it fly. Oh, what a look. Jokic already joined the list of NBA's greatest passing big men. No doubt about that.
Now here's Edwards. He's covered closely. They set the screen. And Anderson has it in the corner. Back to Edwards. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Edwards got the lead back up to 5 now for the Timberwolves. The pass to Jackson. Here's Brown. Here's Strother. Another three for Denver.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitive.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's Milton. To the inside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. In fourth, the Timberwolves.
A big part of their defense really revolved around their ability to block shots at the rim. It's so valuable to have that kind of backline protection. Allows you to be aggressive on the perimeter.
Jackson misses. Minnesota's gone along perfectly from three-point range tonight. They've gone 5 for 5. So the Nuggets will try to defend their title. Greg, what do you think of their chances?
They're as deep as any team in the league, headlined by the two-time MVP in his prime. But this league is more wide open than it's been in recent memory. They will be challenged.
Here's Strother after the basket by Minnesota. Back to Jokic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. There's Jackson with the three. Buries it from three-point range.
And Jackson's showing off a little bit of his range that time. So confident in that release.
Passes to Edwards. From past the arc. And another three for Minnesota.
And that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now, here's Jokic. Pass to Strother. Here's Brown. Edwards defending. Here's Jokic. Here's Jackson. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Troy Brown. And it's Mike Conley in for Shake Milton. Timberwolves leading by 4. And the Timberwolves call timing. This the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season.
And they're facing the team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind.
checked in for the Timberwolves. McDaniels comes in for Edwards. And then for Denver, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Jokic. Porter comes in for Christian Brown. And Murray's subbed in for Jackson. Anderson dishes to Conley. Back to Anderson. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. Shot clock at 6. The 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Towns has got the lead up to 7 now for Minnesota.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Now here's Murray. He's got 5. Gordon, the pass to Murray. Back to Gordon. Stolen by Conley. Here's Anderson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Utah Jazz. And then on Monday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Boston Celtics. And the first one drops. Greg, no secret, this Nuggets offense revolves around the 2-time MVP, Nikola Jokic.
He's the driving force, no doubt. But, Kevin, they've done a good job surrounding him with the right kind of players, guys that can defend, shoot, and play without the ball.
Troy Brown's checked in for Minnesota. Christian Brown's checked in for the Nuggets.
Tough to match up with Kyle Anderson because of how quirky he plays. Changing speeds, plays slow, but sees the floor remarkably well.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Out left to the wing. Towns down low. Porter's there. Towns down low. Guarded by Porter. Towns, no luck. Murray surveying the D. 20 seconds left now here in the second.
Murray gets creative around the basket, that time dynamic off the bounce.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. To the middle. Here's Towns. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists tonight.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And so it's Minnesota in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace, and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And thank you for joining us, as with 2 quarters in the books, it's looking good for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Defending these guys does not look fun. You just have to extend so far out to contest shots, and then they go ahead and make them anyway?
Which then forces you to try to match their 3-point output. Not a comfortable position to be in. And now we turn our attention to the Western Conference standings here in the early going.
A look here now at Minnesota. They're letting the losses stack up. It can dim your confidence and your playoff chances. They need to make some changes, maybe in their lineup, maybe shot selection, something.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Towns and Gobert hold down the post for him. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 side. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
First team foul. At the line for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards. 1 shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Now here's Murray. Now the pass to Jokic. Over Gobert. Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Jokic.
Terrific effort from him really all night, yet despite his supreme marksmanship, they're still operating at a deficit.
Gobert with a screen on Caldwell Pope. It's good from long range. Edwards got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Stolen by Michael Conley. About 1 minute played here in the second half. To the left wing. McDaniels kicks to Conley. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Edwards from the arc. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Edwards got 9 points here in the second half. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Rudy Gobert is a fierce competitor. He says the average fan may not understand what I bring to the table, but the GMs in the league do. I want to be the best defensive player of all time. I want to be a force, and I want to win championships. I've got to set the tone every night. Kevin?
And he does. He is a stopper, no doubt about it. David, thank you. Here is Conley. Following the score by Jamal Murray. Pass to McDaniels. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Edwards can't hit.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy 3 of 4 to start it off.
Caldwell Pope pass to Jokic. The Nuggets moving the ball around. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. Over Gobert. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending it.
Towns kicks to Edwards. Pass to Conley. Outside Edwards. Nailed from three-point land. Edwards got 18 points in the game.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. Anderson is checked in for McDaniel. And Denver with a change here, too. Brown's checked in. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Jokic with the screen on Conley. Murray kicks to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Good quick decision from Jokic. Catch it, shoot it, bury it.
And Brent, what do you say when it comes to Jamal Murray? It's all about staying healthy from here on out.
Well, we've seen both sides of it, right, Greg? When he's healthy, they're good. When Jamal Murray is not in the lineup and not confident in what he can provide to the lineup, not so much. So when Jamal is healthy, Jamal's a superstar.
And here is Murray after the three-pointer from Karl Anthony Towns. Pass to Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Caldwell Pope. Murray way outside. Another 3 for Denver.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Edwards against Caldwell Pope. Towns, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Edwards kicks to Towns. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. There's the screen. And the pass to Murray. Yep, that one goes in there. Murray's got 14 points for the game.
We see this time to time for Murray. When he's locked in, and he's completely locked in, he'll carry the offense.
Passes it to Anderson. Pass to Gobert. And there's the whistle. That's going to go on Christian Braun. That's his first foul. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Reed's checked in. And the Nuggets making a change here. .24 seconds left to play in the third. Edwards against Caldwell Pope. Just 5 on the clock. It's good again, and the next one 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Murray outside. Lets it go from deep. The shot misses. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic, and it's Brown in at the 2.
And Jackson has no problem trying to find some space in the mid-range. He'll take all of those.
Now here's Milton. Outside Edwards. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Brown, the pass to Jackson. They set the pick. Pass to Brown. Puts one up from 19. Milton grabs the board.
Now, shots like that drive coaches batting. I'll be shocked if he attempts that shot again.
Here's Edwards. No points there, only his third miss in 10 attempts from the floor. It's stolen by Milton. Lets it go from 11. Count it. And the Timberwolves lead by 17. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Well, they've been fantastic tonight, really enforcing giveaways and getting scores on the other end. I mean, you get a few more possessions like that, your confidence grows, and you win that turnover battle.
Minnesota calls timeout. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Kyle Anderson. Daniels, he's checked in for Brown. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Shake Milton. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David.
Now, he's done a good job of keeping control of the ball. Even with that turnover, you can tell his teammates trust him to hang on to the pill.
And here is Conley. Gobert with it. Left side, Edwards. McDaniels finds Towns. Good on the three-point shot. Towns has got 23 points.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Now, here's Jokic. Back to Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Minnesota leading by 17. Murray against Conley. Outside, Edwards. Fires for 3. Porter pulls it in. Denver's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. Murray left side. Goes up at the stripe, and Jokic wide open. He shoots another 3 for Denver.
And Jokic showing that he can be a stretch 5.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Murray against Conley. Towns sets the pick for Conley. Three-pointer. A three-pointer is right on target. Conley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Nuggets trail by 17.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Minnesota.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
And he drops it in from the low post. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Now here's Murray. Here's Jokic. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
And Jokic just making this look way too easy.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. The dish to Edwards. Towns for three. Gordon with the defensive effort. Now here's Porter. McDaniels defending. Now Porter. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Rudy. This is a defense-first team, and you picked it up in the second half. What changes did you make at the half?
I feel like we weren't focused in the first half defensively, and we just have to come back and communicate and just be focused, and that's what we did.
Attention to detail, Rudy. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.